Hi all, this video is on the MITRE ATT&CK Framework. The MITRE ATT&CK Framework is a tool developed by the MITRE Corporation to help us understand about cyber attacks. So this is done by providing a deep summarization into the methods that a cyber attacker will use to carry out their goals when attacking. This framework is widely used among cybersecurity teams such as red teams, blue teams, and also security architects for different purposes. And these purposes or the reasons will be covered in a different video of this same series. Also, this framework is a continuously improving framework. So usually this is updated biannually. They developed this by making use of publicly available information on threat intel, research, and other incident reporting information. MITRE ATT&CK stands for MITRE Adversarial Tactics, Techniques, and Common Knowledge. So here adversarial means adversary or the attacker. MITRE ATT&CK uses the tactics, techniques, and procedures to organize cybersecurity knowledge into a hierarchical framework. So this is the enterprise matrix of the framework, and I will have the link to this on the description box of this video. Top part of the matrix contains all of the tactics of the framework, and currently there are 14 tactics in the enterprise matrix. This part answers the question on why an attacker has performed an action or an activity. So for instance, an adversary might want to get credentials to your network. Then the tactic according to the framework can be credential access. The second or the middle section of the framework is techniques. One tactic contains several techniques. So this shows how an adversary achieves their goal or the tactic. So for example, again, in order to get the credentials of the network, the attacker might use the technique OS credential dumping. So this is just one technique, and the adversaries may use different techniques depending on the factors such as their skill sets, the target system configurations, and the availability of the tools. So currently there are 201 techniques and 424 sub-techniques. And one technique can also belong to more than one tactic. For example, domain policy modification technique might be in both defense evasion and also privilege escalation tactics. Then comes procedures. So procedure can also be called as common knowledge. Procedures include the step-by-step description of how an adversary plans to achieve their objective. So let me show you how to navigate to the procedures. Under these tactics, you see the techniques, and if we go into a sub-technique, these are the procedures. And on the side, you can see additional details. And these details include the ID of the sub-technique, the tactics that it belongs to, the platforms, and so on. And here in the procedure example section, you can see the different procedures used by different threat groups. This is mainly on the framework, but there are other things that you can get from here. For instance, you can use the search bar to get all threat actor groups targeting specific domains. Like if we type in military, these are groups targeting the military domain. And when you click on one group, you can see the description about it, associated groups, techniques, and softwares used by them to execute the attacks. The MITRE ATT&CK framework is branched into 3 main variants, and each variant is known as a matrix. It contains a subset of separate tactics, techniques, and procedures that applies to different environments. So the 3 main matrices in the attack framework are the enterprise matrix, mobile matrix, and the ICS matrix. ICS stands for industrial control systems. The enterprise and the mobile matrices are further subdivided into sub-matrices to include environments like Windows, macOS, Linux, cloud, network, containers, and the pre-matrix, which contains the preparatory techniques. So this is all for this video. Hope you learned something. The next video is on the MITRE ATT&CK Framework series, which will contain a different knowledge set. Thank you.